Jim Holley, Supercross Live on supercrossonline.com. Well, you guys know this guy. He is a former West Coast champion, won a lot of races on the West Coast. Nathan Ramsey, you're working for the J-Star Motors team now as a team manager, and there's a lot of other guys helping you out too. But I got to ask you, man, that third tonight, Matt Moss put in, that's as sweet as you winning a championship, right?
Yeah, you know, for JDR, J-Star, KTM team, like we came together last year for our first year. So to be in your second year and to grab a podium is just, I mean, it's cool. It was a lot of fun to do it as a racer, but being on the other side of the fence and seeing all the work that goes on into it from, you know, from the crew side, from everybody, just putting so much, you know, sweat, blood, and tears into this thing. It's really cool. I mean, you look at the JDR side of things, they came all the way from Australia, Australian-owned team, and a lot of success over there, but this is their first podium over here. And, you know, Matt, being an Australian, I'm sure those guys over there are celebrating right now. It's pretty cool. So all of us are super excited, and it's just a great way to lead into the East Coast Series, you know, the beginning of that. And, you know, we got some good guys, you know, going into that series over there with PJ and Malcolm, and everybody's really excited.
Something else I talked about Matt when he was on the podium. We didn't get the interview, unfortunately, with him because he had to get whisked away. He had to go with the AMA and the FIM to get drug tested. But I talked to him. I said, hey, man, your brother Jake was over here, and he never made a podium, and you got a podium tonight.
Yeah, you know what? Those guys are, you know, they're doing their job. That's what they're supposed to do. They're really trying to be professional about this thing. So the FIM and the anti-doping system, you know, we were up there snapping pictures, everybody's celebrating, and we pushed the bike up onto the stage to get it like a little you know, first time shot on the podium with the whole crew, and turned around and he was gone. So it's, you know, it's a thing where they, you know, they have an usher that stays with them, excuse me, and you know, it's professional. We're on a professional level, and they want everybody to be fair and, you know, check up on them. So I'm all for it, and I just wish he'd get back because he had a lot of fans here and a lot of friends want to congratulate him, you know.
Something else you talked about, it's a good high for your team. It's a good confidence builder going into next week. But I got to ask you, how do you keep his confidence going during this 8 weeks off that we have or so? I mean, he doesn't race again until Seattle, April 21st.
Yeah, you know, that's a great question. He's an animal. He's not going to forget it. You know what I mean? What we do with him right now is he's going to go back to Australia for a couple of weeks, work on some stuff there, get a little taste of home. You know, get all that stuff, see the people that he hasn't seen for a while. We'll put him into some outdoor stuff, do some outdoor testing, and then put him right back on the Supercross, and, you know, get him ready for the next West Coast round.
You heard it from Nathan Ramsey, the team manager here for the J-Star Motors, JDR Motorsports, the Australian team. The Australian rider Matt Moss gets a podium for these guys. He finishes up third here tonight in San Diego.
That's all it took for the Wildomar, California rider.